Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. My name is Sharnetta. I hope you all are having an enjoyable day or evening so far wherever you are. So today I'm here with my energy update, pick a card reading. This reading is going to look into the energies that are surrounding you, that are within you right now, and seeing what is shifting, what's changing, what needs to shift, what needs to change, all that good stuff. So we have 3 piles here, A, B, and C. Feel free to pick more than one if you feel guided to do so. This is a journal reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever this reading crosses your path is when you're meant to receive these messages. I am doing personal readings right now, so that information will be down below. And then I just want to give a big thanks to all of you who have liked, shared, subscribed, donated, supported my channel in any way. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me and this channel. I really do appreciate all your kind comments and just all that you guys have been doing for me. Thank you so much. I love seeing my channel grow and I'm just so appreciative. So you guys are very loved and very much appreciated. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So without further ado here, let's get on to your reading. Hello, Pile A. Welcome to your reading for your energy update here. So, okay. So at first I was kind of getting 2 stories here. So there may be like 2 different groups of you watching this, but let's just see. So first thing I'm getting is that there could be some underlying drama within your life right now, and I feel like it's causing a lot of emotional triggers. So you could be emotionally triggered at this time, or just be feeling emotionally like having a lot of emotional turmoil going on within you and outside of you. And I feel like a lot of this is stemming from outside of you. Now, I don't know if this is like because of what's going on in the world or because of your like closer environment, like your friends, your family, but like there's people triggering you here. Because we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, and surrender the drama. So there is some type of like drama going on in your life that's emotionally charged, and spirit is really asking you to be the priestess, to be open to love. That is how you're going to overcome this drama. That is how you're going to surrender this drama, by staying centered. So it says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation is, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So there's a really big message here about staying calm amidst the drama, whatever that drama may be. And maybe drama is like too dramatic of a word. It could just be like there's a lot of things happening and shifting within your external reality. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're shifting jobs, changing jobs, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's people maybe around you making it more dramatic than it is. I'm feeling like this is not real like drama. Like this is not like, I feel like this is like unnecessary drama. I mean, all drama is kind of unnecessary, but this is like more so like nothing you should be like contributing to or investing in. This is also, I feel like, since this is triggering you emotionally, this is more like a lesson on like what is triggering you, why is it triggering you, and how to like deal with those triggers. So I feel like you're definitely being triggered because of some situation that's going on in your life that's changing, and I feel like it's changing quickly here. So with this priestess card, I feel like this is a really big guidance card in terms of like listening to your soul. It says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So I feel like this priestess card is asking you to be of service, to free yourself, and to be a leader. I feel like you're meant to lead by example. The people in your life who maybe are addicted to drama or are always causing drama or always finding themselves in drama, you're meant to set a different path for yourself, and you're meant to show these people a different way of going about drama. Now, I feel like you may feel like you don't have it all together, or maybe you feel like you're not good enough to be this leader to kind of lead people out of drama or whatever the case may be. But this card speaks about not needing to have it all together, because no one's perfect, first of all, and we all make mistakes. And basically it's saying don't underestimate your power of who you are. I think you're a priestess, and I think you're like a starseed, a light worker in some way, and you could be shifting into that type of realm, that type of field, that type of path. You could be maybe wanting to work with esoteric knowledge, to be of service, to provide other people with esoteric knowledge. Maybe you want to be a tarot reader, a Reiki healer, just something in the esoteric field, I feel. And maybe you want to do that, but you told people and they're just making it more of a big deal than what it is. They're causing I just feel like this thing of like unnecessary drama. I don't know why, but this is telling you to be a leader, not a follower. Basically, this is telling you to have the courage to do something first, because I feel like when you do it, the people that are causing this drama are going to be really surprised and are going to follow you. Honestly, they're going to like start doing what you're doing, but at first I feel like they're fighting you on this. I'm getting like a Five of Wands energy. Like these people are really like causing a lot more conflict in your life about whatever you're deciding to do, whatever you want to do, because they don't know a lot about it. But I feel like you have a lot of knowledge in whatever you're about to do. And you're teaching these people how to be more open to love with this Be Open to Love card. You're teaching your environment how to be more understanding, how to be this priestess, how to be this goddess, whether you're a male or female watching this, how to be centered, how to not be so triggered or emotionally charged in any situation, how to remain calm. Because I feel like you're around a lot of people who don't know how to do that, if I'm just going to be honest. So this is about you stepping out and shining light on the path for others to venture forward as well. So you could be feeling maybe like you could be what's the word? Maybe you could be contributing to this drama because you're worried about your finances, you're worried about your income, maybe this is like a job change, like I was saying, and these people around you are I don't think they mean like you harm or anything. I think they're just more like scared for you because of like financial reasons, like security or something like that, like income. And I feel like Spirit is saying the best way for you to kind of explain to them or show them that everything's going to be okay, that you know what you're doing, is just to lead and just to do it. Because I feel like this is something you longed to do for quite some time, and people have always held you back from it or kept you from it or made you think twice about it, made you kind of doubt yourself that you could be able to do this. And this doesn't have to be a job. It could just be anything from a job. For some of you, I'm getting this could be like a relationship that you want to be more open to, that you want to give a chance. And maybe there's people in your life that are really not wanting you to do that for whatever reason, and because they don't trust the person, or because there's been so much drama between you and this person that it's like they're causing more drama. And it's like you're not even in that space anymore. I'm feeling you're not even that person. Like it's like you've changed, you've learned, you've healed, you've grown, you're more open to love, you're more open to this person. If this is about a relationship, you're open to this person coming into your life, and you know what to do now. I feel like back then you were a different person, and the people around you are still kind of treating you like the person you were back then, but you're a completely different person now, honestly. And you're way more open to love, and you know what love is, and you know what you deserve. But I think there's people around you who are just scared that you're going to fall into the same type of drama, chaos, emotionally triggering charge type of dynamic with a person, and they're just not wanting you. They don't want to see you go through that, but I don't think you are, honestly. And honestly, I think this is really upsetting you, to be completely honest. I think whatever the situation is, whether it's a relationship or a job change or changing your path in life, I feel like it's making you frustrated because you don't need this. I feel like you don't need this type of doubt or this type of like people not empowering you and encouraging you. I feel like you're just kind of over it and you're frustrated by it. And I think you're going to realize who your real tribe is throughout this whole process right now. I think you're realizing who has your back, who has your best interest, and who doesn't. And like I said, not like the people around you mean you ill or mean you like harm, but they are coming across in a very like egotistical, like making things bigger than what it is. You know what I mean? Like making a bigger deal than what it is, getting involved in your lane when they know nothing about your lane, know nothing about what you're doing. You know what I mean? And they think they do just because of what they've seen in the past or whatever the case may be. But whatever the case may be, these people they don't have any right to you to like, what am I trying to say? Like, take these people's opinions with a grain of salt, basically. And I think you're doing so anyways. I think it just may be frustrating you, and you really just want to charge your own path right now. basically, like, almost like you don't need their permission. I feel like these people think that you need their permission to move on or to do something, and you don't. I think you need to start telling yourself that. I think you're already there. I think you already know that you don't need anyone's permission to stand up for yourself, to do something that you want to do, to live your life, to be with this person, to go down this path. It's like you want to embrace your struggles the way you want to embrace it. You want to embrace your peaks the way you want to embrace it. You don't need to know everything before you do something. And I think people around you want you to know everything, like, before you do something, because they're coming from a place of fear. Let's be honest. They're coming from a place of fear. They're causing more fear, and I think this is just frustrating you. But I do feel like you're just in this place where you don't want to be in this place of fear anymore. You don't want to be scared. You want to do your own thing. You want to live your own life. You want to make your life the way you want to make it. And Spirit is really saying you're going to have to let go of some of these people. You're going to have to let go of the drama, at least, and not contribute to it. Don't engage with it. Don't invest in it. You need to learn how to remain calm, how to stay centered, and how to look for more of a resolution to the issue than more just like focusing on the issue. So with the be open to love card, I feel like that's what I was saying. This could definitely be you needing to be open to love. I feel like this is more seeing through the eyes of love and kind of focusing, like, basically seeing like these people mean you no harm, basically, but seeing them through the eyes of love, like they love you and they care about you deep down, but it just may come across as very dramatic or just very fear-based, just something that's just like turning you off, I feel. I do feel like you are attracting new people into your life. You're attracting new positive people into your life, to be honest. And so because you're attracting these new positive people, you have to let go of these more negative based, fiery type people, because it's just causing a lot of angst within yourself. I do think you're starting a new cycle in your life, a new fresh and loving cycle, a cycle where you can help and uplift people on their way. I think you're becoming a leader in whatever you're doing, whatever path you take. And that means letting go of a lot of the stuff that kind of contradicts what your job is or what your path entails, if that makes sense. So I do feel like the divine is calling you to open your heart to new people, to new relationships, new opportunities, I feel like are coming in for you. Any type of new connections appearing in your life, I think you should go for it. I feel like Spirit is asking you to allow yourself to receive that love and support from others that you may not be used to, because you're used to other people kind of bringing drama into your life, and it's really time for you to let that go. I think also, if I'm getting like relationship stuff here. So if this is about a relationship, I feel like you could be afraid of intimacy or have a fear of rejection or have a fear of abandonment or something like that. And it's time for you to admit that to yourself and to take the risk, take that leap of faith of opening up to a new person and let go of that drama maybe that you created within your own mind, within yourself, because of the past. You know what I mean? There's something about a new start here where you have to surrender the drama, whether it's in your head or external to you. You are safe, and just know that love is coming to you in a very genuine way. There's going to be some type of fiery climax here, and fiery climax doesn't mean like something negative. It just means a really big, like, it just means like a peak, like a climax, like a peak, like something that is really going to exciting, like something that's really going to excite you, something that may cause tempers to flare. But I think if you handle it from a place of being open, from a place of being stable, being centered, and not so emotionally charged, you'll be able to handle it. This could be like a tense situation that you have with people coming in with this drama, and basically Spirit is saying to meditate your way through it so you can have more peace. This is also a card about fun. So I know this is a very contradictory, this fiery climax approaches. Full moon Aries is a very contradictory type of card. But anyways, it's basically saying that there's like this tug of war going on between what you want and someone else's wants, like I was saying in the beginning. So this is about you having to maybe wait a little while until you see what's going to happen next. This is about asking yourself, how do you want to handle the situation? How do you want to see the situation go down? This is about noticing your own harshness, your own rashness towards people. You know, if you're being a little bit dramatic or abrasive or too assertive in a situation, this is about creating the situation that you want. And seeing your way out of it as well. This is about being nice. This is about being kind, being polite as you navigate yourself to where you want to be, because you're going towards a place that's more open and that's more loving. And you're leaving a place that has been very drama filled, basically. You're leaving a place in your life, whether this is a mental place or a physical place, where it has been nothing but triggers, nothing but emotionally charged issues, and you're wanting to leave that behind and start a new chapter in your life. And I think you're well on your way to do so. The more that you just open up to love and see yourself as this priestess and use your wisdom and your intuition on navigating through the situation and out on the other side to a place where it has a lot more love, a lot more support, a lot more empowerment and encouragement. So that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this was helpful and I hope this resonated. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, Pile B, and welcome to your energy update reading. So I'm getting a lot of mixed energies from your cards here. So the first thing I'm picking up is that I feel like a lot of you could be frustrated by certain things maybe not going your way. I feel like you could be facing a lot of disappointments right now, but you may be facing them with a lot of resistance. So I feel like the first message here is Spirit saying to learn how to face disappointments with non-resistance. Basically, trusting that the universe has a better plan for you, trusting the wisdom of your body, using your voice, and being confident in all of that. I feel like there's a big message here about being confident in basically in yourself and you being a divine being, you being a spiritual being and a human being, you being confident in the wisdom of your body, you being confident in your voice, you being confident in knowing that you will have success no matter how many disappointments you come across. I feel like there's like something better coming in store for you, which is why you may be facing a lot of disappointments. And it's best to accept these disappointments gracefully, as this card says, because the more that you remain open and available, the more that you'll be able to receive the success that you need to receive or that's meant for you. If anything is kind of leaving your life or failing or not working, it's possibly because it's not meant to work out and there's something better for you in store. I do feel like the divine is calling for you to remember that, you know, you were never kept away from anything that's rightfully yours. So this is a really important message about having faith in the long run that things will work out, like I was saying. This is about releasing that type of attachment, type of attitude to specific outcomes and let the universe unfold for you. This is about a message about being in a place of gratitude. Be grateful for what is present in your life right now and just be patient and wait for things to come to you that are meant to come for you, that are better, that have a better like resonance with you and your body. I feel like with the surrender to your wisdom of your body, it says listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So I think whatever's leaving your life made you feel very uncomfortable, made you feel physically drained, but you had a lot of expectations on that thing, on that person, on that situation, but which is why you're kind of resisting it to fail. But I think it's already leaving. It was already energetically not a match to you, basically. And so that's why it's failing. It's not growing. Nothing's happening. That's why it's leaving your life, because it wasn't even making you happy. I think it was really causing a lot of mental anguish, a lot of physical like ailments, like maybe you were always tense, or you were just holding a lot of tension in your chest, or you know, just very anxiety ridden, very like mental anxiety. You had insomnia, you couldn't sleep, and this situation or person was causing this. And I think Spirit is really asking you to accept this as a sign that it's not meant to be in your life, and that something that makes you more energized and happy will come to your life once this dissipates and leaves your life. And then with share your voice, it says come out of the cave, persecution and expression. This is about being honest about what you want. This is about sharing your voice. This is about speaking your truth to people. There's so much water in this card, and I feel like you have a lot of emotions and you feel a lot. You could be very empathic, like you're an empath. I feel like you feel a lot, but you may not say a lot. You kind of just observe, and your body is a very intuitive, like you get a lot of your messages and your guidance from how you feel in terms of your body. Like it's very instinctual. I feel like it's very animalistic, almost like animal instincts. Like you have animal instincts when it comes to certain people and certain places and certain things. And especially with this lion here, I feel like you, with the new moon in Leo, you could be a Leo, you could have your moon in Leo. Just something about you is very instinctual and very animalistic, but in like the most positive way. But it helps you to realize where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be with, what situations are working for you and what situations aren't working for you. And I feel like you've been ignoring this wisdom that you are naturally gifted with. I feel like we all are, but I feel like you're more innately, like, this is something that you kind of ignore. You don't really pay a lot of attention to. You kind of are very much in your head. And once you tell yourself you want something to work, it has to work. You're very like, you're very attached to the outcome of something that may not be in your best interest, that may not need to work out, because something better wants to come in and give you that opportunity to be happy, to be energized, and to be more like focused on positivity. So this is about shining your light. I feel like maybe there's something that you need to be doing in terms of like speaking your voice. Maybe it's time for you to have fun. It's basically time for you to show the world what you've got and shine your light and take that step and doing something that you have been afraid to do because maybe you don't believe in yourself. Maybe you believe that your voice doesn't hold a lot of power, doesn't carry a lot of weight to people. Maybe you believe that people won't listen to you. I don't know, but I think there's a creative project that you're working on or that you want to work on that can herald a lot of good news, a lot of good opportunities. It's a very good start. I feel like this is something that's a very good omen for you. I think this will make you come out into the spotlight and maybe not hide so much of yourself towards other people. Basically, this is like a new start coming into your life, and this new start is asking you, with this new start, you're going to need to listen to your body. You're going to need to listen to those animal instincts. This is also about like doing yourself up. This is about having fun and spoiling yourself, like buying new clothes, like doing your hair, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention once you start pampering yourself, kind of, is what I'm seeing here. But you have something that's worth showing off, and Spirit really wants you to show it off because you're gonna attract the attention of someone that is going to lead you to the next step in your life. And this could be a business partner, this could be a romantic partner, but whatever the case may be, it's something's coming for you, but you're gonna need to step up to the plate and share your voice and speak out, whatever that may be about. I do feel like this is also a message about being proud of who you are, being proud of all of who you are, not just the good stuff, but also the stuff that may be challenging, the stuff that you hide away in secret, the stuff that you don't really share with a lot of people. Be proud of all those shadowy aspects of yourself. This is about being proud of what you have to offer, because despite those shadows, we all have shadow aspects, we all have a shadow side. You still have something that you still have something that people deserve to hear. You still are a person that is meant to share your wisdom and your knowledge with others, basically. But you have to carry yourself that way. I feel like you don't really carry yourself that way. You don't see yourself as someone who's important or someone that has something to say or someone that people will listen to. You need to start seeing yourself that way and know that whatever is leaving your life, whatever is ending, is meant to end. And like I said, this is something that I think you're aware of because it wasn't even making you feel good to begin with. It was something that was just kind of, you wanted it to work out because you were afraid to go after that really good thing that you really, really wanted to work out, but this was more safer. You kind of, it's almost like you settled for something and Spirit was just like, we're not going to settle. I'm going to take it away from you and we're going to move on to something that you really like, something that you really love, something that makes you happy, it makes you feel energized. And it requires you to speak your voice. It requires you to be confident. It requires you to do things you may not feel comfortable doing. It requires you to be a different version of yourself, basically. The best version of yourself, but a different version of yourself that you thought maybe you were never that version of them, if that makes sense. It's about not persecuting yourself, but really like loving yourself and knowing that you have a voice that's worthy to be heard, especially for the collective. I feel like you could be a leader in some way with the new moon in Leo. You could lead a new path. You could be creating a new path for yourself and for a lot of other people to follow, eventually. But whatever you do, I do feel like it's going to lead you to someone that's going to help you create this like legacy or this whole new world for yourself that you only like imagined and you never imagined you could do, because you never believed you could do it, because you were too busy investing your energy into things that were disappointing on an energetic basis, but also like physically disappointing, emotionally disappointing, that always ended up disappointing you in some way. So you're starting a new cycle where you are becoming more confident, and confidence is your key to success here. You have to be confident in whatever you're doing. You have to be confident in your body, in your voice. You have to be confident in your innate powers. You have to be confident in your intuition, that it is always leading you to where you're meant to be. Be confident in the universe, that whatever is going on, whatever the universe is conspiring for you to have, it means that you have to let go of other things. It means certain things can't work out because they're not meant to work out for you. So I also feel like some of you could be like an earth angel or a star seed. Like you could get like intuitive guidance from like other planes, other galaxies and stuff like that, and you want to share that knowledge, but you're scared that people will think you're weird, or you're just scared what other people will think. And basically this is a message of being like, no one, like, basically like F what other people think. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you have to embrace who you are. You have to embrace what you are. You have to embrace where you come from, where you came from, and where you are going. Like, you have to embrace your innate powers. We all are powerful. We all have powers. We all have these innate, intuitive, animal instincts type of stuff, but it's just in the matter of like whether you're tapped into it or not. So we're all weird. That's not you know what I mean? That's not an excuse anymore to like be afraid of people calling you weird. We're all weird. We all don't belong here. This is why we're only here for a temporary situation. You know what I mean? This is a temporary time here on earth, and we should embrace it as much as possible. Embrace who we are, embrace our uniqueness, because we're only here temporarily. We don't belong here. We belong somewhere else. We're just here to learn on the school of earth, to provide a service to the collective, and to move on when it is our time. So don't think that you have to be a certain way to fit in, that you have to fit into society's, quotation marks, way of living. You can do and be whoever you want to. You can do and be whatever you want to be, and whatever you want to do in this life. You just have to be confident enough to share your voice and be confident in your abilities to succeed. So that is what I see for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, Pile C, and welcome to your reading for your energy update here. So, first thing I see here is there is a lack of trust in whatever you are doing. I feel like you're in this place where you just don't know where to turn, or you're just kind of feeling like it's like you don't want to surrender to the universe. Like, I feel like a lot of you could be in this place where you want to control the circumstances outside of you, or you just feel like you have to control the circumstances outside of you because you're not surrendering, or you don't trust the universe has your back. You don't trust that spirit has your back. This could be something to do with work or some type of art, because we have claim your art here. So whether you're an artist, a writer, a singer, a dancer, however you express your art, whatever art you're doing, I feel like there's a message here about you not trusting that it will take you and lead you to where you need to go, which is fair given what's going on in the world. But I do feel like this is also about you being as a divine being, being a natural creator, being a co-creator with the universe. That's where you get your first type of like the first type of creation type stuff going on. You're always a creator. Every single one of us is a creator, basically. I think this is more like literal though, like in terms of like writing, singing, and stuff. But I think this has a really strong message about being a co-creator in your life right now, because I do feel like the divine energy wants to awaken this within you and help you to realize that you are a co-creator. So whatever you believe, whatever you dream, whatever you imagine, creates your reality first and foremost. So I think that's a very important message, because I do feel like you're being called right now to view your life as a work of art. How do you want your life to go about? How do you want things to look? How do you want things to feel? It's more like creating that type of imagery. I'm getting maybe a lot of you should do or try scripting, maybe something that you want to do, like writing out how you want your life to look like a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and kind of investing yourself every day into making that and to making that dream become a reality, basically. So I feel like also this may be saying that in more literal sense, like whatever your art is, whether it's music, singing, dancing, writing, whatever the case may be, it could be that you're losing touch with it because you're not trusting it as much. And this is not that you don't trust what you're doing. I feel like you could think it's because you don't trust your art anymore. You don't trust that you're an artist. You don't trust that you should be a writer or a singer. It's more that you don't trust the universe, and it's just kind of reflecting onto your art, basically. Basically, this is saying I feel like you've lost touch with your creative side a little bit, because you're not really connected to that feminine energy, and feminine energy is the creative energy. You could be feeling disconnected from that. I just feel like a lot of you could be feeling disconnected from spirit, from source. Maybe you've kind of went off on your meditations, or maybe you haven't done your meditations in a while, or maybe you haven't really connected to earth and spirit in a way that is more consistent, but spirit is asking you to reconnect to that type of energy. Because I feel like you're kind of silencing yourself a little bit here. You're not speaking this to anyone. I think it's just something between you and the universe that you're just kind of talking about, but I feel like there's some type of frustration showing up here, and I feel like it could be you being overcritical in your art, being really rigid, being judgmental, being impatient with your art, making hoping it to take you to where you need to go. There's just a lot of, I'm getting like Virgo energy, so you could be like a Virgo or have Virgo placements, but if not, I'm just getting this like over intellectualizing yourself, and you need to reconnect with, like I said, your intuitive and your sensual side. I feel like you're not allowing your creative nature, you're not allowing yourself to experiment and to have fun and to be creative. Like, something about your art right now is not fun anymore. It's more just a means to create some security, stability, a means to provide for yourself so that you don't have to worry. I feel like there's a lot of worry energy going on, whether your art will provide you with the stability and security that you're looking for. And putting that worry energy out there is causing more angst. It's causing more intellectualizing. It's causing more over intellectualizing. It's causing more like rigidness, like I was saying. It's causing a lot more judgmentalness, and it's just keeping you more pulled away from your art, your true self, the divine more so. And it's just creating this big distance, this big gap between you and your divine self, which is basically, in a literal sense, you and your art, basically. So overall, I feel like the main message here is to connect back to yourself, connect back to source. So you have keepers of the earth here, and it says you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You have help. Your ancestors are helping you with this. You are meant to do whatever you're meant to do. You are meant to write, sing, dance, whatever the case may be. Your ancestors provided you with this gift for you to do so, but it was meant first and foremost for you to have fun and for you to express yourself to the world. It wasn't meant to kind of, yes, it will provide you with stability and security, but that wasn't the main goal of it. The main goal of your art was to express yourself, was to have fun, was to get in touch with your intuitive and your sensual side, was to just free your spirit and let your spirit express itself. Let your inner artist express itself. It was to give your soul a voice. It was to reconnect with that colorful side of yourself, the artistic side of you. That's the whole purpose of anyone's art, anyone's way of expressing themselves, whatever it may be. That was the whole point. And you kind of have taken away that part of yourself or that side of it and kind of made it into a more 3D practical groundedness type of human earthly type of thing, and which is, it's fine, but it's getting to the point where now it's like where you're like just trusting your own creativity. And I feel like this is something new to you, like you never really did before, and so now you're worried of whether this is going to take you to where it needs to go. And I feel like your ancestors are saying it will take you to where you need to go, but you need to get back to the funness of it, make it fun somehow. Maybe you need to do something else. Maybe you need to do a different type of art or have a different type of way of expressing your art. If you're a singer, maybe you should try singing different types of music. If you're a musician, playing different types of music. Just something that gets you out of the like whether or not this will provide some type of income is what I'm honestly feeling. And it just was like, get back to like the basis of why you wanted to do this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? With the energy is gaining momentum, I do feel like this is a waxing moon, so this is about needing to not give up, basically, needing to trust, needing to keep moving forward, reviewing your goals, ensure that you're still committed to your goals from when you first started your art, because I feel like something has shifted between when you started this and how you wanted it to go to where you are right now. Because I feel like, and your ancestors, I feel like, are saying that this situation, your art is full of potential to make your dreams come true. But there is more effort that's going to be required of you. That are you, and basically Spirit is asking you, are you willing to put in more effort? Are you willing to keep moving forward? Do you believe in your art enough? Basically, do you believe in yourself enough to know that this will provide you with all your wildest dreams, basically? Spirit wants to let you know that you are headed in the right direction, that this is a time for you to empower yourself. This is a very empowering time in your life. And also, this energy is gaining momentum card is a very promising card. It's about basically making plans to act on your goals, basically, and to push your goals forward, moving forward. It's a very positive card. It's a very kind of like create your own reality by dreaming of it and then put in the work to make it happen, basically. So the energies are rising up. I feel like also emotional energies are rising up too. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy. I'm also getting Cancer energy. So you could be a Cancer or have Cancer placements, but I'm getting a lot of Virgo and Cancer and water and earth. So I'm getting a need to connect to Mother Earth, connect to nature again, however you see fit. But there's a really strong need here to connect to your divine self again, because you've lost touch with it. And it's causing some emotional turmoil. It's causing some emotional angst. It's basically like there's a need for meditation here. There's a need to keep your desired outcome in mind, but to also take those practical steps, to dream with the water side, and then the earth side is to take those practical steps to invest in it every day so that it can come true. Because it's like, you think it's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel like there's like an energy here where, especially with the surrender to trust, it says trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. There could be people in your life that are telling you maybe you did the wrong path, or you chose the wrong career, you chose the wrong, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's people around you that don't trust in your art, that don't trust in you, maybe, that don't trust that you'll be able to provide for yourself and make a life for yourself doing whatever you're doing. And this is a time right now for you to not listen to them. One, listen to your ancestors, to connect with yourself, and because you know the truth, you're meant to do this, whatever you're meant to do, whatever artistic way you're meant to express yourself, you're meant to do it. Otherwise you wouldn't have started it. You wouldn't have done it. It wouldn't have been a thought in your mind. You know what I mean? So this is about not being swayed by other people's strong opinions, not listening to their opinions, taking their opinions with a grain of salt, and taking the confident steps that you have chosen. Like, basically, like, just trust yourself. Trust that you're doing the right thing. Trust in your decisions. Trust that you are going to be where you need to be. Trust that your dreams are going to come true. Going to come through. Are going to come true, are going to come through, and that you're going to be protected and guided as you do this. I feel like you're very connected to ancestors. Like your ancestors are very much with you all the time, and you knew this, but you've been neglecting connecting to them or something. Or maybe you didn't know this, and now Spirit is saying to connect to your ancestors. They have the truth. They're the only ones with the truth about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Nobody else knows your path. Nobody else knows your dreams. Nobody else has this vision for your life the way that you have your vision for your life in your art and how you express it. So you need to trust that, because I feel like there's other people that are like swaying you otherwise, or maybe you're just easily swayed. Either way, I just feel like there's something that needs to be shifted. I think there needs to be a review of your goals. You definitely need to meditate, connect to Mother Earth. Why can't I speak today? Connect to Mother Earth, connect to your divine energy, connect to your intuition, listen to some chakra music, listen to some nature sounds, get out in nature if you can, take a walk. If you have pets, connect with your pets, because I feel like you're just connecting to too many people who are in this place of not trusting themselves, and they're projecting it onto you, not trusting the divine, and they're projecting it onto you. I think there's like a lot of projections that are being placed upon you right now, and it's not helping you, because it's making you doubt yourself. It's making you doubt your art. It's making you doubt whatever you came here to do. It's making you doubt your mission, and that's not cool. So you need to get back into really spending time with yourself. Honestly, I'm getting a lot of solidarity type energy, really connecting to yourself, knowing that you're not alone, that you have spirit animals with you. They could be elephants, could be significant, eagles, birds. I think that's a cougar, or some type of big cat, a cougar, something like that. I feel like you just need to connect more to your divine ancestors, your divine self, and do something fun. Maybe do something different from what your usual art is. If you sing, maybe try dancing, and just to kind of open up that expression of your soul, because that's the main reason why we have art in any way, shape, or form. It's to express our soul's nature. Remember that. I feel like that's something to kind of keep in mind when you're doing your art, is that you're doing it to express yourself. You're doing it to free your soul, and to have fun, and to connect to your intuitive side, and to express that spiritual being within you, not to kind of just get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Not to kind of just provide for yourself and be stable. Yes, that is something that comes with it, that will come with it, but first and foremost, it has to be fun. It has to be something that you care about. It has to be something that you want to share. It has to be something that means a lot to you, something that you love, something that feels like a part of you, expressed outwardly, basically. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so that is what I see for you guys. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope this wasn't too confusing. I hope this made sense. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I just want to say you have nothing to worry about. I'm getting this is more like income based. Like maybe you're worried that you're not going to create enough money or income for you with your art. And I don't think that's true. I think there just needs to be more focus on it. There just needs to be more positive focus on it. You just need to have fun and just kind of free yourself from this type of rigid, restrictive groundedness that you're finding yourself in, that I feel like other people have just projected onto you and made you worry, or you've allowed these people to make you worry and doubt yourself in your art. And that's like basically the main message here. But yeah, so that is what I see for you guys. So thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.